Crewman coming at you with another farm update. So I'm going to be taking these 6 3070 Ti's and I am going to be putting them into this rig. And I'm going to be taking these 7 6800 X or 6700 XTs and moving them into this rig. As I'm down to 2 6800s that I want to sell, it's time to start moving things around. And now wait, I can always put these on another random test bench in here for the time being if I need to. So I'm not worried about it. I mean, everything is profitable now, so you obviously want as much mining as you can. But anyway, I digress. So I'm going to be converting to one rig of big navies with 10 6700 XTs, one 6800, and one 6800 XT. And I think that's where I'm going to stand, unless I decide I want to liquidate more of the 6700 XTs, which I don't think I do want to do. This rig is solid, and I've had good experiences with the 6700 XTs. So I'm going to go ahead and move all of these right now. So I will be right back. So one thing I wanted to mention, when you're doing a big GPU swap like this, and you're literally just keeping the rigs the same like I am, these use very similar power draws. So it's easier just to honestly swap them one at a time. In case you have multiple power supplies, like I've got a server PSU and 1000 watt power in this rig together, and you don't want to accidentally mess them up. So I'm just going to be swapping these one at a time, and I will be back when they're all finished up. 63070s are powered on. I'm going to make sure that they work, and then I'm going to be cleaning the 6700 XTs with the blower real quick, and we'll get them into that rig. So I'll be right back. Whenever you guys are cleaning rigs or changing up rigs, I always recommend going through them, even if they're newer. These things, I'll put a link on it, my Amazon. These are amazing. They don't get it wet. They don't run out like compressed air, and they get the job done. All right, I'll be right back when that other rig is fully running. We have 7 6700 XTs going on my last and final AMD rig. Be right back. Here's the farm as it looks right now, as it's going to be for about a week before I make some more changes, which I will document. And let's go over what the current makeup of the farm is after doing all that work and what I'm mining. So we'll start off down here. I actually just filmed a how to build a mining rig video, and I wanted to use those 2 6800s for it. I still have to flash the SSD on it. I'm going to get to that and probably release that video next week. This is a guide for newer miners who want to build a rig in 2023, and I go over basically how you want to make everything as cheap as possible. This one, once I turn it on in, I don't know, a few minutes after I film this video, we'll be doing Caspa plus ZIL. My tried and true EVGA XC3 3070 rig is mining Caspa plus ZIL. My 3080 rig, tried and true, is also running Caspa plus ZIL. No plans to switch it for now. As it starts getting hotter out, Caspa seems to be like the better coin to mine. My 3060 Ti Gigabyte rig, Caspa plus ZIL. Now I have 6 more 3060 Ti's coming in next week, 7 actually. So I'm probably going to put the majority of them either on this rig or on this one and kick the 6800s out. Next rig is another 3070 rig, 4 founders and 2 EVGAs, mining Caspa plus ZIL. My 6 3060 Ti founders, mining Caspa plus ZIL. My 6 by 3060 rig, my Zotac, is back in mining. I will be releasing a video on how my RMA experience went on that, so check that out probably this week or next week. I've got a lot of good video content coming out shortly. I just have to figure out how to time it properly. Next, I have a 3900X in this, mining Raptorium. Next up, we've got 8 3070s, 3 Asus, 3 MSIs, which are these 3, and then 2 EVGAs sprinkled in. Seems like most of the farm is actually EVGAs at this point. We've got another 9 by 3070 rig, 7 EVGAs and 2 Zotacs mining Caspa plus Zil. My Hodgepodge 3070 rig, 1 Zotac, 1 EVGA, 1 MSI, 1 Asus, 1 Founders, 1 Galax, mining Caspa plus Zil. My Hodgepodge 3060 rig, well, kind of Hodgepodge, some crappy OEM half dead one right here, 3 Asus, 2 EVGA 3060 Ti's, and a 3900X mining Raptorium, and the GPUs are mining Caspa plus Zil. My new rig that you guys just watched me build, 6 by 3070s. I have room to add another one. I may or may not. I don't know yet. Caspa, or Nexa plus Zil actually. When I build newer rigs, I like to run hotter algos to test the back of them to make sure they work. And I just stayed on it, because why not? The AMD rig that I just built for you guys, the 10 6700 XTs, the 1 6800 that I told you guys about, that I didn't really pay anything for, and since I replaced the fans with Noctuas, I really just don't think it's worth what I would get selling it, so I'm going to mine with it. And then my 6800 XT, I think I missed the boat on selling that. I'm going to keep it. I wanted to keep it for benchmarking anyway. And then 11 3070s and 1 3060 Ti. It was labeled as a 3070 and it's a 3060 Ti somehow. I don't really want to get up there and change it, so I'm just going to leave it and just run it on there. And then finally, we've got 6 3070 Ti's, mining Caspa plus Zil, 3 Founders, 2 EVGAs, 1 MSI, and this rig is actually doing Nexa plus Zil, and this one is doing Caspa plus Zil. So I acquired a spare parts lot, which I put over here, but I'm actually running pretty low on parts. I'm down to no spare motherboards now. I have a few server PSUs in there, some cables, but that's really it. I grabbed this power supply for 10 bucks in that lot, and I'll probably just use it to power a motherboard or maybe a test bench, I don't know. You can see the monitors, the testing monitors. I have this one here for the video I'm filming, and then I've got this one right here that I had in storage. I just pulled it out. I had problems shifting monitors because I only had one monitor over here. So now that I can have 2 on each side to run them if needed, and I own them, and I owned all the parts to it, so there's no reason just to toss it up there. You know, I would get free 720p monitors for your rigs. Don't spend any money. Spend as little money as possible on all this stuff. So here is the shed. For now, I will be making some changes to it next week. Some rather decent sized changes actually. But here it is for this week. It is profitable, and you know, it feels nice to be back. It is a little humid outside, so I am regulating the temperature. I'm probably trying to keep it at about 75 degrees right now, 75 to 80. So let's go show you the test benches and what they are doing. Alright guys, here's the testing area. I actually plan on making some big changes to it in the next week as well, so stay tuned. But here's what I got right now. On this bench, I actually have 2 mining rigs, one with a 3060 Ti and a 3070, and another with a 3060 Ti and a 3070. The 3070s are on a Zil pool test right now between Woolly Pulley Pool and Cryptex Pool, and then the 3060 Ti's are on a Nexa Pool test with our plant and Cryptex Pool. Now I plan on actually overhauling my GPU, my pool testing after this. I got some pretty good ideas from fellow YouTubers, and I'm really excited for it, so stay tuned. And then we've got my computer that I just test parts on, another test bench, and it actually stores all of my software wallets, so I don't always leave this online. I actually turn it off quite a bit. And then one of my other mining rigs, it has a 3060 Ti, 3070, 3080, 3090, 4070 Ti. And I do plan on adding a 4070 in the future. I'm actually pretty excited for them, and I think I can get one at a good price. So I will fill this one out, and this rig is used for just testing mining software, testing coins. It's basically a testing rig that when I'm not testing on it, it just doubles up as a mining rig. And then this is just another area to build on and put parts on. I have a video planned for this Tesla if I ever get to it. If not, I don't know. I had high hopes on it on Dynex and it didn't materialize, so it kind of felt like a waste. So here's the bench, and along with the shed, this is my mining operation. So I really appreciate you guys watching. Please like and subscribe. I've got a ton of good content planned for the next few weeks. Mining's in a great spot. Just tech in general is in a great spot. So again, I hope you guys join me for the ride. Thank you very much. Crewman out.